Hey guys, Kixie here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we are going to be doing Yukong's companion quest. I honestly don't know what to expect from this. I haven't gotten spoiled on this at all, and I don't know. She didn't like. She was pretty cold to us the first time we met her, so this started off with a text message just telling us that a crash took place and the Skyfaring Commission wants us to check it out. So we're just coming to talk to Welt about it.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Shikue sent us a cycrane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
Ooh, do I get to fly one of the... Awesome! It's the puppies! Oh, is this it? Doesn't really look like a crash. Sure.
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
Oh no, I'm blind. Are they stupid? Where are they? Oh no. We're one of the foxes piloting the star skiff. It's the only explanation. Oh my god. I feel so dumb. Where is it? Oh no. What? Nothing here. There's nothing right there. That's okay. Allow me to take it over to remote control. Okay, yeah, but I thought you'd show an actual person. That's not a person.
Not good. Looks like the crash disturbed monsters in the area. We need to get there fast.
What? Sure it did. Yeah. They look very disturbed. I can definitely tell. Those are some disturbed monsters. So. Oh, okay. I see them. I can see things.
There. That must be who Miss Shikue asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
You got it. I will save her right after I get all of the treasure chests. Yep, already got that one. Damn it.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni is in trouble.
I got this. Okay, see you later then. I want to so bad though. No. It's okay, we're pretty tough.
Don't worry, Miss Ching Ni. We've been in worse danger.
Ooh.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Really?
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Ching Ni. We're not abandoning you.
Yeah. Where's the will you marry me option?
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand.
Okay, let's see what you got, Yukong.
Cloud Knights, formation. Prepare to engage. Hold on, Ching Ni. We're coming to get you.
What a headache.
Can the vases please be collateral? Someone destroy the vase so I can have the stuff in it.
Illusions of the past.
Don't you guys hate when, like, loot shows up in cutscenes? And it's just taunting you? After cleansing the air of the abominations, the cloud and it's rescued the trapped girl.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qing Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by.
Oh no, the community is going to lose their mind. He actually is a MILF, oh no.
Qing Ni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Oh, she's fine, don't worry about it.
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
Can't really do anything. It's all thanks to Madame Yukong's timely appearance. As easy as taking out the trash. Oh, my Stella is pretty cocky. Yeah.
You Astral Express trailblazers have outstanding manners, though your allegories are a little odd.
Still.
It's because of both of you that Qing Ni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude.
Stella's only obsessed with trash.
In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qing Ni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qing Ni. We shall discuss this when we return.
No more drag racing, Chingy.
Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her.
You mean a scary mom side?
You have a unique way of doing things. But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother.
I feel like you relate to this a lot, Mr. Yang. Does he have kids?
Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough.
Is he actually a daddy? Wait.
But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qing Ni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting.
I don't have to get there early, right? No. To the palace!
Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once we're in the palace.
Never.
This is no field trip. We're having tea with the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum.
You think Stell can act with diplomatic decorum?
All right, let's head out before it gets late.
I hope I don't sound too stuffy this recording. Wait. I never got the vase! Oh no, where was it? Was it here? Frig! We saved her. I walked up here. It had to be like over here somewhere. That vase will not escape me. Yes, okay. You thought you got away? You thought you could escape me? Okay, what I was trying to say was, I hope I don't sound too congested and like bleh today. I'm just getting over being sick for like all week.
You rest. I'll stand guard.
I wasn't sleeping enough and it caught up with me. Oh,
Why
hello.
won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life.
Eh? Okay, anyways. This young lady, what can I do for you? Talk to you about something. Have you always been this pretty? Oh, what a sweet tongue. I wonder how many have been struck down by your glibness? I've never heard that word. Then again, I've always been confident in my looks, which is why I believe your words are sincere. Thank you, and you are very cute too. Totally my style. Where's the option to continue this conversation? Wait. Fine, be that way. Where are you? Oh, okay. Yeah. Isn't that the, No, never mind. Thought it was the Jade Abacus for a sec. Hello.
No, I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? Don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand.
Talk it out. Communication is key, everyone.
Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
I do know what it's like to have a mother that's... you have problems with. And stuff. Yeah, so... this
Ching-Ni, where are you going?
story's hitting a bit close to home.
I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
Yeah, we just eavesdropped on the whole thing.
You're right. An oversight on my part.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Ching-Ni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was.
A living planet?
But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities.
No, I'm great at listening.
Oh.
Keep talking.
I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring.
Whale tide spring? So things didn't get off to a great start. Everyone enjoyed their meeting with Yukong.
Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day.
Doesn't sound like she flies much
We'll
anymore.
get off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang.
Yeah.
The sky no longer suits me.
Okay. I was really afraid that was going to be the end. And I'm like, oh, that was so unsatisfactory. Okay. We gonna talk to the daughter now? Yay. Hello.
You two, please, wait.
Yes.
Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that.
Yeah, no. I'm never picking this option. No. I understand. It's the parent-child relationship.
So you've experienced it yourself?
Yup.
That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
They live forever. Well, you know how long that could take? I don't think I have the qualifications to advise here. Sure, we'll leave it to you. Well, when it comes to family stuff, I will leave it to Mr. Yang.
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys.
Oh no.
Dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships. Forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside.
It's hitting so close to home. I hate this.
Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good?
Yes, the armor was incredible.
I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskip Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the Lafu.
Boba tea? I feel my mood dropping as I do this quest. Okay, it's fine. Keep going. It's not bad. Like, at least the mother, like, is doing Have a Place of Love. And stuff.
We're here. The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cienjo Lafu is it's a drink. And it's inside this vending machine.
Oh? Tea again? I got enough at the Palace of Atrium. Oh, the full 5-star treat. These are both rude, Stell. You don't say this to someone who's treating you to something. Oh. Oh, this is...
No. It's a local specialty. Trust me. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each.
Is it gonna be like...
This
red
thing
beans?
has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
Do you hate coffee, or is something wrong with Himiko's coffee?
How is it? Bearable?
Delicious. Simply delicious. Wretch, anyone have a bucket? Are you sure you're not angry at us for rescuing you? No, do the nice one.
Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that.
Yeah.
But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh, I know a really great place in Starskip Haven to Starskip watch.
Yeah, no, I want to, like, give her someone to be interested in her stuff, so... There is a carrier package left open on the roadside. A silver light sparkles out from under the half-opened lid. Who would have left precious... Who would have just left precious metals like this out in the street? Such opulence? The last time I touched one of these, the siren went off. Warning! Warning! Possible theft detected! Package 81010274 has contacted the nearest Realm Keeping Commission Chancery? Chancery. Please cooperate with the investigation. Do not leave the scene without permission. Oh no, your act of kindness has backfired. But I also need to know what the silver thing is. We're doing it. Frantic to open it up, you reach under the lid, only for a sharp chill like an electric shock to cause you to pull your hand back. Oh no. Someone has actually stuffed the box with dozens of loose razors. They almost cut your hand. You also find a letter stuck on the side of the package. What a douchebag. Who did that? Dear Mellow Golden Mayor, Dear Mellow Golden Mayor, Emergia Club writers, I love the latest update to your masterpiece, Zensho Swordtail, but I simply cannot accept that you've killed off the character Jim Leo. Here is a cake and a gift for everyone to show how I feel. A cake. The writers must have eaten that already, but these razors have been thrown out by those guys untouched. What a bunch of heartless animals. Have they no conscience? Kinda want to return it to the recipient. It's what he kinda deserves. Yeah, no. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Let's not let anyone else get harmed. Who else eats sweet food without any bitterness? You decide to send the box and the razors inside it to the designated recipient. Yeah, get what he deserves.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
This quest is...
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Xianzhou Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Jingni?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff,
You'll become a toy salesman. You'll become a star skiff pilot. So you reached for the star skiff.
no, not me. My genius mom did. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madame Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sique. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sique suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
Yeah, no problem. The goal of the Express crew is to help other people. Our way of saying thanks for the mung bean soda.
Sorry. Please don't mention the mung bean soda again.
But I liked the mung bean soda. That not the right thing to say? Qingni remembers how affectionate her mother was, but she also remembers how stubborn and unreasonable her mother was when it came to becoming a pilot. Interesting. I thought Stella liked the mung bean soup. What was with that reaction?
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise.
Let the trash panda do it. Isn't combat my expertise? Isn't solving puzzles my expertise? Who do you think I am? No. Isn't combat my expertise?
You're a great fighter, but your perception is even more impressive. No matter how well a treasure chest is hidden, you're always able to spot it.
You're not wrong.
So, when it comes to finding a needle in a haystack, is there really anyone more capable than yourself?
You're right. I have got this. Oh. I mean, I couldn't find her originally.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the hunt crust?
I don't get it.
This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Yes. Have people talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
We stealing a star skiff? I'm ready.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her? My mom clearly misses her flying days. Otherwise, she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
My guess is she had a near-death experience and is afraid of leaving her daughter alone? We'll see. That's my guess, though.
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth.
Like Jing Yuan?
Well, the general's been busy at the seat of divine foresight recently. We might not get to see him right away. Still, it's worth a try. He was the one who promoted Helmmaster Yukong. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
Probably bedridden right now.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the general's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helmmaster Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother.
Yeah. Leave it to us.
Yes, leave it to us.
Where's March?
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskiff Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
Divine Arrow Embers. At the end of the third Denizens of Abundance War, Rainbow Arbiter's sky-shattering Lux Arrow wiped out everything along the way. The Zenjo people used the burning embers of the arrow to create many divine objects, and this is one of them. Yukong carries it with her, lest she forget. We were so happy back then, I wanted to stay there with you forever. Oh, interesting. Did, like, her husband die? Or wife?
I'm late.
Could
Where's
be
Mom?
anything. Like, I'm not... Did your partner die? May I ask, have you come here to the Seat of Divine Foresight on any official business I can help you pass on? I want to go inside the Seat of Divine Foresight. Could you please wait a moment? I'll go and report it for you. Hey, Genuine. How you feeling? Seem good.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the Seat of Divine Foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helmmaster Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a star skiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The Seat of Divine Foresight heard that Yukong seldom seen, but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions.
Yeah, but she's kind of scary.
But naturally, you are here because you fear that Helmmaster Yukong would decline to answer.
Or yell at me.
If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot?
I want to know about this thing.
This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter. Where did you find this?
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars?
Yes.
As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster.
Interesting.
30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with her sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Law Fu would still be here today?
Interesting.
Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Tai, perished on the battlefield.
Is that the light cone with like her crying with like all the fire in the background?
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Sai trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Qingni.
Yeah. Wondering if this is like back then. Kixibu, did you learn anything from General Jing Yuan? Xikui said Mom's busy, so I'm heading back to the Skyfaring Commission. If you did learn something, can you come meet up with me? I want to ask my Skyfaring Commission colleagues as much as I can, but I don't know how to start. Do you know us, Sai? Do you know someone called Sai? I heard she was your mother's best friend. I actually guessed there would be some connection. It's hard to explain over text. Let's meet up. See you in a bit.
Oh, you're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk. Probably because of me.
You two are very similar.
Oh, never tell someone that when they're having problems with their parent. Well, what is wrong with you? It's the last thing anyone wants to hear. Ugh.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other.
It's actually kind of cute, actually.
Really? I think it's silly. Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Relay the information provided by Jing Yuan to Qingni.
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them.
I hate that when they just ignore when you ask something.
In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
She was afraid of you ending up like her friend. Even a flying ace can get into trouble.
Yes. Yukong doesn't want you to feel the pressure of her name. Besides, reputation and talent count for something, but you need luck on the battlefield.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Qingni. You should talk with her yourself.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Qingni?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
I'll sniff it out.
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Qingni. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
True. I didn't think about that. We'll let you do it all yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
Oh, is this what this computer thingy's for? This is a game. Placing bonsai trees in a workplace can improve work efficiency. Would a virtual one have the same effect? Is it a computer? Oh.
We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helmmaster's personal archive. Oh, got it. Let's go take a look.
Oh, the tree. Thought it was gonna be like I don't know. Thought it was like hologram computers. Leave me alone.
It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary.
I thought it was gonna be the other girl's diary.
Miss Qingmi, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
I don't know if you should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingmi. I'll be waiting over there.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot.
Mr. Yang has rules for these things.
I understand. I can tell Mr. Yang is a principled person. There are some lines he won't cross. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all of this.
Oh, I have to read it all. Okay. Sayi, we are going to be partners. We've known each other for so long, but when we first knew each other racing starskiffs illegally in the city, we were rivals. Now that we're asked to work together and have each other's backs, I'm really not used to it. Naturally, I'm not used to having to look after someone who lost against me, but an order's an order. I really look forward to flying with you. I don't know when we should receive a combat mission. I don't know what you would think about our situation, but I think we both have considerable skills, and having to sit still and not fight enemies in the front lines, it's stifling. Those denizens of abundance often raid the border, and occasionally there are reports of them harming innocent planets. Every time I hear these news, I feel an overwhelming sense of anger. But now, things are different. After a while, we'll be able to show them what we're made of on our fighter jets. What we're made of on our fighter jets. Yeah, okay. Honestly, though, I'm pretty satisfied with my life right now. After all, just between you and me, what I really wanted was never the righteous cause of ridding demonic activities. What attracted me is just the act of flying itself. Look, flying out in the universe outside of the Delves is entirely different from racing starskiffs that we're so used to. There's nothing to anchor us in space. There's not even a distinction between up and down. Our fighter jets would be hung in space by their lonesome selves like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. By then, there's no one else you can rely on but your own skills and your jet. Some may call this feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. To me, the ability to fly in space is good enough, and if I have to share this sweet freedom with you, that's even better. Sayi, I don't know what to say to console you. You're always like this. No matter what terrible things happen to you, you would act strong, as if you don't need anyone to care for you, and you have terrible timing for jokes. But we have been together for over 100 years, and I think we understand each other very well. You once said that if something is unpleasant for me, it would also be uncomfortable for you. I actually feel the same way too. Right now my heart feels like it's being gouged out with a blunt, rusted knife. I can't imagine the amount of hurt and pain you're going through. It's funny, I've never shown Guang Yuan my good side. Every time you leave me alone to go on a mission with him, I feel uncomfortable. Especially when I see you two flirting and getting along as if you're inseparable. I can't help but want to glare at him with disdain. But Guang Yuan is a good person. No matter how rude I was to him, he was always kind to me. Thinking back on it now, I realize I'm just really bad at approaching people. Ah, he's really amazing. He managed to hold off several dozen enemy ships with only 2 people. This isn't something that can be done with just courage and resolve. It also requires exceptional skill and extraordinary talent. I can imagine what it was like in his final moments, how his annoyingly handsome face must have shown such determination and focus. I guess that's why you fell in love with him in the first place. I can imagine how proud he must have felt in that moment. He must have had no fear or hopelessness, only pride. So you shouldn't be sad. You should be proud of him. We all should. Sai, I've been having a lot of negative emotions recently that I cannot express to other fighters on the front line. Since you're recuperating in the rear... Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm 2 years old. I'm a child. I can't help it. I'll just dump them on you. Although it seems I'm a bit slow to say such words now, it was only recently that I realized that I'm actually in the midst of such a cruel war. Space combat is different from ground combat. Although both involve life and death in an instant, it's so rare to see several limbs and broken bodies in space, which led me to misjudge the brutality of this war. It wasn't until recently, as the situation on the front lines worsened, that the bloody reality gently but indisputably presented itself before me. Someone might sit beside you for a meal today and be missing in action tomorrow. A new soldier earning praise and honor today might disappear the next. The captain I fought with today might not be found tomorrow. The ground troops that exchanged encouragement with me today might be eliminated the next. At this point, I'm wary of building personal connections with anyone here. Perhaps that person would perish, or I might perish, or we might both perish in the day to come. I thought I have experienced enough to feel numb, but bad news kept coming in waves every single day. However, I don't regret this at all. Whenever the pain comes, the feeling that becoming a fighter pilot is the best choice I have made in my life will follow. If I weren't a fighter pilot, I could only endure this pain in silence. But I am. I can fly, I can battle, and I can attempt to destroy the source of my pain. Because I am a fighter pilot, I have things that I can do, reality that I can change. P.S. Don't use the names Guanyang came up with. They're terrible. Choosing a name in is a big decision the child has to bear with for a lifetime. Use my suggestion instead. It's something I picked with after diligently going through several collections worth of poetry. Is her daughter gonna be her friend's daughter? We'll see. Sai, I have a lot to tell you, so many things. After your death, they wanted to honor me with a medal. Truthfully, I find that laughable. Based on common logic, no one would award survivors medals to praise their fortunate survival. But no, not the Skyfaring Commission. They gave me a medal, called me a hero pilot, and the only reason for it is because my luck to remain alive is what... in that calamitous battle. If you had been as lucky as me, we could have gotten the medals together. After the medal ceremony... After the medal ceremony, we could have gone to Aurum Alley, have a few drinks, and laugh at the absurdity of it all. It's a shame. Luck is not on your side. We don't have the chance anymore. I suddenly feel nostalgic. I remember all the times we had steering our starskiffs across the Laofu sky. We were so carefree. There were no threats to our lives, and we didn't have to bear the calling of the hunt. The entirety of the sky within the delve was ours, yours and mine. Above us was the delve's flashing dome ceiling, and below us were the bustling lights of 10,000 homes. Oh, and behind us, the Realm-Keeping Commission officers who just won't stop chasing us. That was a time of... insouciance? That was a time of insouciance. How I wish we could stay in that time forever. Insouciant. I don't know that word. I hope I said it right.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. Madame Yukong's diary? The nerve. How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the Arbiter, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us explain.
Jingni tells Yunling.
Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yang Min. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened. How she went from ace pilot to helm master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingni. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. But don't go rummaging around. That's a bad habit. No, this isn't something I should read. Yes.
Okay, sure.
Miss Tsai? I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guang Yuan couldn't match their numbers. Well, after he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire.
I didn't think you'd know this many details, Mr. Yanming. Why do you pay so much attention to Yukong?
Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yang Ming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingni. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Thank you, Mr. Yanming.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
It didn't pop up. Did I get it? Okay. I'll do it. There's no drawers on this desk. You lied to us.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a look.
How? The desk has space to put stuff? Yeah, thank you.
That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk.
How? Where do they hide stuff in the legs? It's like the only place I can think of.
There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first?
It's thin. Doesn't matter if there's hidden compartments, there's no place to put stuff.
A paper kite. personal letters,
Hmm?
and a copy of Otherworldly Delights? So Mom likes these kinds of novels? Huh. I thought she'd prefer more heroic stuff.
Didn't the light cone say something about a paper kite?
But what we're looking for isn't here.
No, the paper kite.
There are hidden compartments on the left.
Under the
Got it.
desk.
This looks similar to Mom's diary. But it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai.
Okay, we're reading. Yukong, I'm happy to have a chance to fight side by side with you. When the pair assignment was sent out, I was so nervous that I didn't dare to open and check it, fearing that we wouldn't be paired up. It's not like I can't bear to be apart from you, but I was worried to leave you with the others with your fiery temper. When you actually get to the battlefield, don't act recklessly like you do now, always charging in with hot-headedness. Before taking action, think about the consequences. But it's okay. I don't want to talk about this anymore, or you'll accuse me of nagging like an old crone again. In any case, we need to work together, using our individual strengths to create our own legacy in the vast sky. I look forward to fighting in the vast skies with you, so much so that I'm finding it hard to fall asleep. Yukong, don't cry. There's no need to be sad. My husband was the one who died, but you're crying more than I am. After so many years of fighting, you're still so emotional. I'm envious. Being a fighter pilot has always been a harrowing decision. Since we chose this path, we have to be mentally prepared. What's important is not whether we can survive by luck, but whether we can live up to the value of a pilot's life. Guang Yuan and his partner managed to keep an entire Borisan fleet at bay. They were heroes. To me, that is enough. I've heard it said that the greatest happiness in life is being able to choose how you die. From this perspective, to fight for the Zensho Alliance, no, for the people of the entire galaxy. To die on the battlefield after a lifetime of military service? Guan Yuan is probably happy. Of course, you better not have this kind of happiness. Just live another 200 years. Behave and then die of old age for me. Yukong, it's been a long time. I'm still on my maternity leave in the rear. Everything is fine. With this... God damn it, I hate this. Why am I like this? I can't. Why? With the stalemate happening right now, we must be very busy. You must be very busy, but when you have the chance, please take a moment to write an exchange diary entry for me, so that I can know you are still safe. And also, I have a mountain of things I want to talk to you about. Firstly, an announcement. I've already decided on a name for our child. Guan Yuan has talked about this before. If it's a boy, name him Dragon, and if it's a girl, name her Phoenix. But this man's literary sense is as good as the monkeys in the Everhunt Plains. No matter how much we should prioritize the wishes of my late husband, I cannot let his wants ruin my child's life. So after much pondering, I'm deciding to go with your suggestion and name her Qingni, the color. I knew it! I was right! The moonlit camp opens to a garden of archery, frosty banners. Wait, what? The moonlit camp opens to a garden of archery. Frosty banners brush the colors of dawn. How rare. You made the time and effort to look through poems and allegories. I thought you only cared about fighter jets. Don't miss me too much. After taking a few months of break and settling Qingni down, I will be back in action ASAP. Qingni is still so young, and I need to leave her to fight a war. How should I say this? I'm such an irresponsible mother. I am well aware. The situation on the front lines doesn't look so good. The Borisan keeps breaking our ranks. All the media outlets are trying to control the spread of panic and fear, but the Laofu is shrouded with a veil of uneasiness. However, I believe the Zensho Alliance will win. I believe that warriors like you and me will repel those denizens of abundance to whence they came. I look forward to fighting beside you once more. I need a drink. One sec. Yukong, we will be heading towards a cruel battle tomorrow. So tonight, there are some things I must entrust to you. This may be somewhat ominous, but there's no help for it. We made it so that we've never entrusted these things to each other. Who made it so we've never entrusted these things to each other before? If you lived and I didn't, please take care of Qingni like you would your own daughter. I know you will. I will entrust you with all of my savings. Please use that as living expenses for Qingni. No matter what kind of person Qingni wants to become, please support her fully. Merchant, poet, street performer, anything except a jet fighter. Interesting. Please allow me to make a vow with you. Do not let Qingni become a jet fighter. When we enlisted, you wrote in this diary, our fighter jets would be hung in space for their lonesome selves like ships sailing in the middle of the ocean. Some may call this feeling lonely, but I prefer to call it freedom. I really loved this segment because I thought the same, but that's enough. Loneliness or freedom, we've already tasted it all. Promise me, don't let that child touch the sky. Interesting. Okay.
So, I was adopted? And this Miss Sai was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot?
I kind of guessed this myself. I did guess. Doesn't want to lose Sai again.
For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter, I'm also her final promise to Tsai. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now.
Family isn't blood. I know there's a lot of people that think that and may disagree, but I really believe that family is what you make. And it doesn't have to be about blood.
Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom.
Yeah, of course. Oh wait, what'd I click?
I don't need you to do anything. I just want you and Mr. Yang to stand nearby. I'll feel more confident that way.
Dang it, I don't know what I clicked. Ah, that's what I get for having my mouse hovering over where the dialogue boxes appear. Gosh darn it. Hopefully it was nice. Couldn't tell. Hey, Mr. Yang. I need a hug.
All done? Did it go smoothly?
Hug me. Tell Will everything that just happened.
I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors.
Man, MiHoYo is just blowing it out of the water with the companion quests. They're so good. Oh, this game. I'm in love with this game. Like, I really had Genshin fatigue. And I was afraid I wasn't gonna like this. And I actually didn't like it the first time. The first night it came out and I played it.
Mom feels down.
She usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
I really didn't like it the first night because I didn't really understand how the universe worked, and I'm super into the lore of things, and I was so confused about how the world worked and everything. But then, so I like took a break that night on her to space station. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look up videos on how Honkai universe works. And so I went and watched a video by, I'll post it on the screen probably, but it was by Ashikai, I think that's how you say it. She put out a video like that night or the night before about how Honkai's universe works with the tree and the like lake, and yeah, and so it helped me understand things a bit better with the eons and like everything. So I really recommend it.
Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
I love when we get to hear Stell's voice. Do we really want to jump to that? Let's try this one
It's
first.
clear that Yukong suffered greatly after that terrible war. Is that why she doesn't want Qingni to be a fighter pilot? Doesn't seem like something to bring up now.
Okay, fine. We'll do this one.
Is that Sai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself, but those are my best memories. We would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
Oh, she's cute.
We're engaging the main Borisan fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this.
And why did she not want her daughter to do it?
I guess I already touched the sky.
I guess she wanted her daughter never to even have the experience, so that she wouldn't want it so bad. But her
Mine
daughter
isn't
has.
serious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Sai. Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes. Sai.
Thank you. Yukong. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Jingmi walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? Rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up, Sai. 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 When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now, but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Sai, your father Guang Yan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. But do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's Define Arrow.
Yes, The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an Eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. And more afraid of you taking after Tsai. This is your choice. Then I'm willing to support you.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
My heart. Oh god. I didn't expect this. It's so sad. Guys, what the heck? I didn't expect it to be this sad. Yukong has become a visitor to the Express. You might come across Yukong when you return to the Express. Oh no, she's gonna say things about space. It's gonna be so sad. Cool. You there, I have something I need your help with. Oh, I can't be flirty right now, I'm too distraught. Sure, it'd be my honor. I'll try. No, due to the unusual yin-yang phenomena. I'll just wait for her to stop talking. Okay. Due to the unusual yin-yang phenomenon brought by the Ambrosial Arbor's revival, many of the Heron Express sirens and freight starskiffs have been have had accidents, and a great number of goods were lost. They want to send their staff to retrieve those lost goods, but you know, it's not very safe out there right now. The Skyfaring Commission plans to send people who are skilled at controlling Psycranes, trustworthy, and have had some military training to help them. I wasn't trained. Since when did I get military training? You didn't receive any military training, and yet performing so well when you saved Madame Yukong's daughter. It just goes to show your outstanding talent and capacity. Come on, stop saying no. You are the one for this task. Kirin Express sent over a contact person. She's waiting for you at the door of the Skyfaring Commission. Come over quickly, don't let them wait too long. Okay. Well, I think the quest is over. Chang-Ni stands beside her mother and quietly gazes at the place that fills her with so much passion. Yukong gazes quietly at the place that once filled her with so much passion and cost her everything. Let's not disturb them. Well, that's the end of that quest. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see you guys for the next one. Kafka's story comes out on the 8th or the 9th, one of the two. So I'll definitely be making videos of that. Hopefully it's not quite as much of a tearjerker as this one. I did not expect this to make me cry on camera. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!